Hi, my name is Susan Peabody. I'm introducing to you Matt Rinaldi, who's running for Texas State Representative for District 115.
I'm Matt Rinaldi. I'm running for Texas House District 115. I am not a native Texan. I'm originally from the hotbed of liberalism in New England.
What brought you down here?
Freedom.
Okay, that sounds good.
I came down here to be free.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for 12 years now,
Okay.
almost 13.
Okay.
And
Did you settle in the DFW area originally when you came to Texas?
I first moved to Dallas, yes.
Okay.
And it wasn't following a job, it wasn't anything else. It was actually, I decided I was going to move to Texas because it was the freest state in the entire country. And I lived in one of the least free at the time in Massachusetts. And I ended up coming here, and it was the best thing I've ever done, and I will never leave.
Good, good. Glad to hear it. So, did you grow up in the city or in the country in Massachusetts?
Well, I grew up in Connecticut originally,
Oh, okay.
and I grew up in the suburbs,
Okay.
a town called Cheshire.
What careers have you pursued?
I am currently a commercial litigation attorney. I graduated from Boston University School of Law about 13 years ago. I've been a commercial litigation attorney ever since then. I have also begun to do some work in business recently in real estate.
Okay. In what way in real estate?
I'm actually on the board of directors of a billion-dollar public company called Ashford Hospitality Prime. They're in a real estate investment trust in the hotel and hospitality industry. And we have several properties, including the Plano Legacy Marriott and the Washington, D.C., the Washington Hilton.
Interesting. Very good. Who are some of your role models?
Yes, personally, my father and my grandfather. My father came here from Italy when he was a boy with my grandmother. In order to comply with U.S. immigration law, my grandfather had to live in Canada for 7 years when my father was between the ages of 5 and 12, which they did so much to comply with U.S. immigration law to do everything the right way. My father lived his entire childhood without a father. And to watch people cutting in line now is just actually heartbreaking, which is why illegal immigration is a particularly important issue to me.
Okay.
It isn't fair that people get to cut in line when so many people went through so much to do it correctly. But yeah, my father and my grandmother came here with literally nothing, like no money at all in their pocket, maybe $20 or whatever they could fit in their pocket. From Italy, they left everything, they left their property, and they came here to start a new life, and they did. And my grandfather, who didn't even have a grammar school education, my grandmother similarly just found jobs working in a factory and made ends meet. My grandfather would go to the factory during the day, and then at 5 o'clock when he'd come home, he'd go out and mow lawns, all to provide for my father and put him through college. So I'm a first generation American, and everything I've accomplished is because of them. But politically, I do have role models as well. Obviously, Ronald Reagan was always a role model of mine growing up, and now Ted Cruz is a very strong role model of mine. I think his political courage is absolutely noteworthy. And in the era of big government Republicans, he has the courage to fight against the establishment, and I admire him for it. And here in Texas, I think you guys in Tarrant County have a great group of young representatives who I see as role models too, even though most of them are younger than me. And Jonathan Stickland, Matt Krause, Giovanni Capriglione, and so many of your fine conservative reps here in Tarrant County.
Is this your first foray into politics?
No, I ran in House District 115 last time, and I missed the runoff by 300 votes, or 3% of the vote. So here I am again.
Do you have any incumbents in this race?
Yes, I'm running against an incumbent, Bennett Ratliff, who is one of the most liberal Republicans in the House, and I hope to put an end to his tenure after one term.
How can we help you? What would you ask us? How can we help you?
I need your prayers, and I need your time if you have it. We need walkers. Anytime you can volunteer, I know you guys have Jonathan, who's in a primary race, and you guys need to get him elected as well. But when you have time and you guys aren't helping Jonathan, we'd love to have you over in Northwest Dallas County walking for us. We need to talk to as many voters as possible and tell them who the true conservative in House District 115 is. We can't have incumbent Democrats in the state of Texas, the most conservative large state in the country. I was involved with the original Dallas Tax Day Tea Party. I was the media coordinator and one of the initial organizers of the first Tax Day Tea Party in April of 2009. I've been very active with the Dallas Tea Party and the Irving Coppell Tea Parties, and we've formed a new Tea Party group, which I'm a co-coordinator of, the Northwest Dallas Tea Party Coalition, which involves the Carrollton Tea Party, Farmers Branch Tea Party, and Irving Coppell Tea Parties. I'm also the only candidate in my race tea approved by the North Texas Tea Party.
And that concludes our interview with Matt Rinaldi, who's running for Texas State Representative for District 115.